everyone, it's Adaptive Goddess, and today I'm going to be continuing the DBT conversation on emotional regulation with the skills check the facts and problem solve. So the reason I put check the facts and problem solve before opposite action is because these are ones that can be done when you're at a lower level and they're not so triggering. So that way when you get to opposite action, you really understand why you're going to be doing the opposite action. So the check the facts and problem solve can be done when you're in coping ahead. So before you get to a situation, or these can actually be done when the situation is happening or has already happened. And this will then change the intensity or reduce the intensity of the emotion. So it actually is a step-by-step process. So step one is describe the situation, either as it is happening or as it already had happened or could be happening. Two, you are going to check the facts. And so what this means is that you sort what facts are from your interpretation. So, for example, someone frowned at you. You could interpret that as someone is mad at you. That is going to give you a different emotional response than if you were like, maybe they're just having a bad day. Those both are going to have two different emotional responses. So what you are going to do is you're going to think of these in your head, or you can even talk to them out loud. So what you are going to do is you are going to ask your questions. That is, are you interpreting correctly? So are there other interpretations? The person's frowning at you. You interpret, are they mad at you? But what could be is that they're just having a bad day. Maybe they saw something they didn't like, something that has nothing to do with you. And then the next thing to think about, are you thinking in extremes? So I did a video already on thinking traps. Those are thinking in the extreme. So are you thinking it's all or nothing? Are you thinking it's catastrophic? Are you personalizing? Are you doing shoulds? Are you labeling? All that kind of thinking trap stuff is thinking in extremes and aren't helpful. So you want to stay in wise mind. Next is, what is the probability of the worst outcome? So this goes into catastrophic thinking. So it's kind of like, well, what is the probability that if you get into the pool, you're going to be bit by a shark? That kind of stuff. And no, it's not always going to be that outlandish or that improbable, but the probability is going to be severely low. And you can always ask for other people to ask this, or if you're really good at finding probability, you can find it. And then the next thing to kind of go on a caveat of that is, could you imagine coping well with the worst outcome? And you are a lot stronger than you give yourself credit for. I'm saying that because I know when I saw this the first time, my response was no. I cannot cope with the worst outcome. But the answer is, yeah, you could. So next up, you're going to identify your goal. So what needs to happen and what are your needs for this to happen? Keep it simple and keep it to things that can actually happen. So if you're starting to feel yourself getting distressed, your need probably isn't a unicorn. Can't happen. So keep it to things that can happen and keep it to things that are simple. Next, you are going to brainstorm solutions if you're having a problem. So get as much input as you can and get ideas from other people. Yeah, we think outside of the box, but maybe we're not thinking enough outside of the box, or maybe we're not even thinking about the solutions that are inside the box. So if you get solutions and ideas from other people, that's totally worth it. And don't be critical of any solution yet. Next, you're going to choose a solution that will likely work. And if you are really like, I don't know if it's going to work, pick 2 or 3. Then what you are going to do is the pro or con skill, which will help with comparing your different solutions. So why would it work? Why wouldn't it work? You are going to put that plan into action. So you're going to act on the solution you pick. Then you're going to evaluate your solution. Did it work? Yay! If it didn't, you tried. And then you're going to go try a different solution. And so problem solving with emotional regulation means that when you are having an emotional reaction to a problem, whether that is a problem with another person, whether it is a problem with a company, or whether it is a problem with an object. And so you really want to use these skills of describing the situation, checking the facts, identify your goal, brainstorming solutions, choosing a solution, acting on it, and evaluating. That is going to help not only with your emotional regulation, but also your relationship building skills. So comment down below, what is the craziest fact that you know? I think mine is that great white sharks think that humans are other sharks when they're in the water. That is why they swim so close to you. I don't know. I find sharks kind of fascinating. So yeah, comment down below your favorite fact. That is it for the video. Thank you for watching. Please subscribe and gently tap that like button. And remember to be kind, compassionate, and true to you.